Ryan. It is February 15th, Thursday. We are live in downtown Providence. Hopefully you are not feeling the pain from all that candy you consumed on Valentine's Day. It's always one of my favorite holidays, the day after Valentine's Day, when all that candy goes on sale for 50% off. The day after Easter is also a great holiday as well. 50% off Easter candy is one of my favorites. All right, we're going to kick things off by talking to one of our favorites, our friend Kristin MacRae of Organizing in Our Eye. We're getting you organized and helping you become more efficient. Today we're going to tackle organizing on a budget. Kristin, hello and welcome. How are you?
Hi, Molly. Good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much. Did you have a good Valentine's Day?
I did. Yes. How about you?
I did.
Good.
It was relaxing, no pressure, right?
Yeah. Gigi went for a bath and she got a little picture taken, and yeah, so it was
Oh,
all
that's
about
fun.
Gigi yesterday.
All about
the dog.
All about the doggy dog. All right, so we are kicking things off today by helping you get organized on a budget. You were super excited and very inspired last week when you thought of this topic. Tell us a little bit about
it goes well.
and no pressure again. Talk to us a little bit about how you got inspired for this idea.
So we never use props, so I thought today would be a great day to bring in props because so many people think that you have to spend so much money on getting organized, and it's really not the case. You can do really small projects on a budget. So think about your kids. That's the first thing I thought about because they have crafts, they have, little vanities, they have little desks in their room. So, and they're ever changing because as they grow, their needs change. So I thought talking about kids in the beginning about how to organize them on a budget would be great because you have to get them organized, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. I mean, we're talking about dollar products today that you can really head out to the stores and get these products for them to help them get organized.
Yeah, you like when you can find things that are inexpensive.
Yes.
And we're going to talk a little bit about not necessarily things that you have to go out and buy. So
Right.
don't feel like you have to go out and buy things. And we talk about that a lot.
Yep.
Is don't run out to the store and buy something because it's cute and you want to organize in that fashion, because that's not always the case. We're going to talk about
Right.
things that you might already have at home, reusing, repurposing things. So sometimes you can get things that may only cost $1, and sometimes you can find things in your home that are already sitting around, right?
Right, and remember too, that goes along with this, always measure the space. So once that space is empty, before we start talking about the products, when that space is empty, you want to measure height, width, and length of that empty space, and then go purchase the product that fits what you need it to hold. So if you don't take anything away from this today, at least take away that little tip because it's so important. It'll save you tons of money and time and energy trying to look for these products.
Always measure first.
Yes.
You don't want to go out.
It's like my motto, I think.
Always measure.
Yes.
Always measure before you get organized.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to start off with, like you said first, you kind of got inspired here with the kids idea, kids craft. Kids crafts all over the place. I think this might be in our house too, maybe just living with a teacher. There's a lot of office supplies or school supplies lying around, right? Maybe even if you don't have kids, you might have a lot of crafting supplies.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be just for the kids.
Booking supplies right around, right?
It can be for anybody really, but my mind went towards kids because I thought like crafts, kids, and I work with a lot of kids, so we're always trying to contain these things. So again, these are just dollar products. The first thing was just this container right here. Really simple. It has little spots where you can put, I think, colored pencils, I think markers, I think paints. Just something as simple as this can contain, because if you're out there with kids that have crafts and they're all over the table right now, and how long does it take to, again, teach them about efficiency. How long does it take them to grab something when they need it?
Oh, yeah.
So get them started young with that. So this container will help with that. And then there's a smaller one for like paint brushes, and honestly you can use this for anything. I don't want to like limit you to certain things to use this for, but these again, they are dollar products and you can anything, paint brushes, markers, whatever it may be. You might have something different out there that you might be thinking, oh my god, that's a great product for that I can use, and it's inexpensive. And again, 2 years down the road from now, your kids might not be playing with the crafts anymore, doing things with crafts, and it's going to be like you can either just donate them or just get rid of them or repurpose them somewhere else in your house, but you don't feel guilty about, I spent $50 on this product, now what am I going to do with it? So
definitely
easy dollar product.
I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, this looks like a shower caddy for college.
It's great for that too. That's the thing about these products. You can repurpose them and use them for anything. So the first thing that came to my mind was crafts, but again, shower caddy, if you're in college, like it's great for lotions and soaps and things like that. And then, I mean, in the house, you can use these products anywhere. Linen closets, if you want to contain your body lotions and little things like that. I mean, it's great for that too. So again, don't get like, I like to shop it when I go to Bed Bath & Beyond with the 20% off coupons. I like to go to the kitchen section because there are so many products in the kitchen section that are inexpensive because you're using your 20% off coupon, but that you can also repurpose in like your closets and your linen closets and under the sink. So don't get stuck on you're in the kitchen section, everything has to be organized, that you have to use that in the kitchen. So think outside the box a little bit, that just because you're in that section doesn't mean you can't use those in other parts of the house. So I love getting creative in the store with that.
I'm thinking with kids, you can put some sidewalk chalks, you can put some bubbles, you can put all your outdoor activities in one of these.
And you could store that in the garage, on a shelf in the garage, so that's not all thrown all over the place. So we want to contain these things, and again, a little
contain them in containers. Okay. And what else for kids do you have over here?
Mason jars. Again, if you want to get really cute and decorative, you can do mason jars. The other thing you can do is you can repurpose. I'll never forget the time when I first met my husband. It was an old soup can, and I like repurposed the can and like made him a pencil holder, but drew, made like different things on the can for him when I first met him. So don't get, you might have these lying around the house or your old soup cans, and wash them out, take the label off, and then have a fun craft party with the kids of decorating all those little soup cans. So not necessarily you have to go out and buy something. You can repurpose again what you have in the cans you have. Also a great for kids is the Quaker Oats containers.
Oh,
I forgot to bring one, but the Quaker Oats container, I did this with a couple of clients. They put not shelf liner, but the contact paper.
Oh, okay.
Or the washi tape. The washi tape. It's almost like a duct tape, colored duct tape. They decorated the Quaker Oats container, and they put headbands around it to hold the headbands.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so again, it's efficient because the headbands are all stacked, but you're pulling one off at a time where you're not taking 5 headbands off to find the one you want. So you're putting just the headbands that fit around. I'm talking about like the headbands that sit on your head.
I was like, what are you I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just the headbands that sit on your head, and it's great. I've done that with so many clients, and it's fun because again, they're decorating a project, and then the Oats container will sit right on their desk. It's decorated, and they can just grab their headband. So they're not fussing with 100 headbands to find the headband that they need.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so there's that.
I want to go back to the mason jar because we use some of those. People use these all the time, and you don't even sometimes people want to buy them because they're cute and they're pretty, but you can use like any jar that you have in your fridge. You wash it. You wash it yourself, and then you run it through the dishwasher. You sanitize it, and you can use the glass jars. Pickle jars,
jelly
jars,
jelly
jars.
Anything.
They look just like this. They might not have the design. Maybe they do have the design. Right. So you don't have to spend like $400 on mason jars.
Yeah, don't go over the store just to buy like a 6-pack of mason jars if you know. Yeah.
You can use.
Don't waste the money.
What's in your fridge?
Spend the money on the organizer that comes to your house.
Right?
Because most people say I can't afford an organizer, but if you like go through all your, you can use your products. You can find these products.
What other goodies do we have?
This box, again,
cute,
$100, and again, you can make things like this too. Again, don't think you have to go, but if you're crafty and the kids are crafty, get them making their own products. So this can sit on their desk or their bureau, and you can put hair elastics in it or bobby pins, whatever, but you want to contain it to one item. So you don't want to throw 5 different items in this. You want to throw one category so when they go to grab it, they know exactly what's in it. Another great thing these little boxes are for, memorabilia. Little tiny memorabilia, things like movie tickets or you know what your kids are doing with their little trinkets that are memorabilia. That can sit on their desk. So when they come home now, the memorabilia doesn't get stuck under their bed. It gets stuck in this little box. So now it has a home for all the little memorabilia. And they can have a bigger memorabilia box for other things, but this is great for that. So, and again, think outside the box. What else is in their room that you can contain like this? Is it little school supplies that can sit on their desk? So get creative. It's again $1, or you can go and just buy the boxes at Michael's, and you can decorate them that way, or even a business card box. Repurpose it. You can use this anywhere in the house. I put like paper clips in it, like the binder clips, or the kids can again cover it with colorful tape and use this in the craft room for holding their stickers or other little things. You know what they have in their room, and then they can put this in their actual desk drawer to contain erasers and pencils and that kind of thing. So if you have business card boxes around the house, or if you get like boxes in the mail with packages, packages, repurpose and recycle those and use them for that too.
Which makes it great because that way the things are organized within their desk drawer, not just thrown everywhere or on top of their desk.
Yeah, so you're really teaching your kids the importance of getting organized at a young age, and it doesn't have to be expensive, and then you're transferring that skill set to them also. So when we bounce to drawers, so this is what I advise against when you're organizing a drawer. And for your kids or cookie cutter drawer organizers they work, but they don't work all the time because it's forcing you to organize in a way that you might not have things that go in these two pockets. So I frown against buying these cookie cutter drawer organizers. I would opt more towards random drawer,
like individual
yeah,
ones?
and again, if you're emptying out that drawer, categorizing everything out, measuring that space, then you can say, you know what, I need a long organizer for pens, but I need 3 of them because I have pens, pencils, highlighters. Then you can purchase this. And then you'll see, oh, I might have some space left over for my other trinkets and things like that can go in this. And I'm going to have, because if you're measuring out, you're going to say, well, I might have one more space that's a longer space that I want to put, maybe I have tons of highlighters that I want to put in here. So again,
Super helpful.
Yeah, once you measure that space out, you're making your drawer like a puzzle as opposed to having this one cookie cutter organizer that you're trying to push things in that really don't have a home or you don't know what to do.
Well, and that makes sense too, because I find it oftentimes people who get frustrated and don't want to organize because it can be a frustrating process. It's stuff like that where you feel overwhelmed because things aren't working out.
Right. And you're forcing things to go in a place that they don't have a home for. And again, these containers, $1. So you can repurpose, again, bathroom drawers, kitchen drawers, maybe that you have like an extra drawer in the house and you don't know, you know, these odds and ends, maybe the chip clips and things like that you can use this for too. So again, don't get stuck on one area, that this has to be in one area of the house.
Okay.
All right. What's next? Let's see.
What do we have next? Okay, we're going to move on to either girl stuff or school supplies.
So I love Nubby contact paper. That's not sticky. This is great for when you're organizing a drawer, and again, $1. This is great when you have a slippery surface in the drawer. The organizers tend to fall all over the place, so get this contact paper that's nubby so they don't slide and it doesn't stick so it doesn't ruin the drawers, and you can do this in the kids' room, and they come in all pretty patterns, and again, line the drawers with these so your drawer organizers don't slide around.
That's a good idea.
And another item that's really inexpensive for the kids, for the craft rooms or binders at school, holding actual, like pencil holders. You wouldn't believe how many backpacks I've seen where kids aren't containing anything in their backpacks, whether it's pens or pencils. So this will contain, I mean, people are like, oh, I know what that is. I've seen that like forever. But how many of your kids are actually using them?
Yeah, do kids carry binders anymore? I don't think so.
I think I have a couple of clients that do.
They do?
Yeah,
They have,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, they have binders.
I
yeah.
don't know.
I don't think they're trapper keepers, but they have binders.
Trapper keepers.
They still make them, by the way. Yeah.
Lisa Frank.
But yeah, so they could clip these in the binders, or they could just stick this in their backpack with things contained. You want to get them to contain items in their backpack, whether it be keys or pencils or whatever, so they can just grab this out so they're not rifling around.
I should get one of those for my backpack. All right.
There you go. Yeah, you can have that.
Thanks, Kristen.
All right, so next we have...
Is this $1?
It was.
I owe you $1.
No, it's all right. So I love...
My Valentine's Day gift.
There you go. Oh, yeah, see, it's red. I love these.
I love these too, yeah.
These are awesome. Again, $1. You cannot go wrong. The adults, this is what it's for. Numerous things. Coupons. I mean, people are like, oh, that's old-fashioned coupons. But you know what? How many of you have coupons lying around that you can't find what you need when you need it?
Yeah,
So,
and then they expire, and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I could have saved $5 on a $2 purchase.
yeah, exactly. So use them for coupons. And again, they have tabs, and then they have the stickies that you write on. Also, another great tip for this is, how many of you are still doing your banking on paper? Which, pet peeve of mine, I'll let you know about this. When you're at the bank, at the drive-thru, and the person in front of you rings the bell to grab, can you send me a deposit slip? And now you're like, you know, frustrated because you're sitting there waiting for them to fill out the deposit slip. So if you're one of those people, and you have deposit slips, get them at the bank ahead of time and create this as your banking file. So you'll keep your checkbook in here, extra deposit slips, extra withdrawal slips, and anything else that pertains to your banking. So now when you're at home, you can prep for the bank, grab what you need, and then go about your day, head to the bank, and you'll be more efficient and you won't be stressed out and people won't be mad at you behind in line at the bank. But that's a great tip if you're still doing banking on paper, which through my experience, most of you are. And then the other thing this is great for is, again, gift cards. Well, these are the coupons, but gift cards. So many people have gift cards floating around the house, in drawers, they're all over the place. So contain them in here, even gift certificates, because some people still get long gift certificates, so these fit great in there. But then take it the step further, categorize out your restaurant gift cards, your kids' gift cards. You could have one for each member in the family. Get creative with it. So that's what these are great for too, containing gift cards. And they also come in different sizes, which I
like the
love.
little, I like this size, yeah.
Yeah, so if you just have regular gift cards, no gift certificates, this is great. Again, small, and you can keep it in your car in the glove compartment for coupons too. And then they have a square one, which this is made for index cards, but nobody says, again, you can't repurpose it for other things. And this can like sit on your desk or whatever with that. So these are really, again, inexpensive ways to get organized that you don't have to spend a ton of money.
And I think those are all really great ideas and super helpful and easy, efficient. You can pick those up at major retailers. You can pick them up at low-cost retailers as well. Before we let you go, Kristin, let's talk a little bit about repurposing items that you have. We talked about business card boxes, but you can also use just cardboard boxes you have laying around if you get deliveries, that kind of thing.
Again, yeah, I think you got to get creative. Anything that comes through the mail, you might say, oh, this would be great in my drawer, great in the kids' room if you want to decorate it. Again, for crafting, jars, we talked about jars. Really, anything, get creative with this. Anything that you think you can repurpose. Nobody says there's a right or wrong way to do it. Do what's right for you guys and what you're going to maintain and what your kids and your family members will maintain. It could be as simple too as taking a plastic box, one of these drawer organizers, and using it to hold snacks in the kitchen for your kids. Categorize it out, granola bars, things like that. Take them out of the boxes so the kids can grab and go with these containers. So again, repurposing those.
More space. It creates way more
space.
space.
Well, you will maximize your space when you have drawer organizers and organizers. We talk about this all the time. You will maximize your space.
Let's talk a little bit about thrift store purchases, because a lot of times you can find great stuff, whether that's at different thrift stores, but you say beware.
Yes, so you're the type that loves to thrift shop. There's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you fall in love with a piece, you get it home and you're like, ooh, I don't know what to do with it now. So maybe it wasn't expensive, but you kind of wasted money because now you don't know what to do with it. So before you go shopping, thrift shopping, or to the resale stores, have a plan. Don't purchase these things impulse. Have a list with your measurements. Don't forget to take your measurements with you, and then take it home. If it's a bookcase, you can say, oh, I need this bookcase to store games on the shelves at home. So you want to have a purpose in mind of what that piece will be used for, whether it's a small vanity for your kids, but make sure there's enough drawers in it to hold what they need. So before you go out and purchase, again, have a list, have a purpose for what you need this piece for, and don't buy just because you really love it. That happens. I see that so often, and now you're stuck with this piece of furniture. Now you feel guilty getting rid of it because you spent the money on it, so it just becomes kind of a useless piece because you can't do anything with it.
Yeah, and you don't want to have that sitting in the back of your mind or weighing on you thinking, oh, well, I'm going to do something with it eventually, or I'll get to it, so I think that's great advice with writing a list and having something in mind.
Right.
And then maybe you'll be inspired when you get somewhere that, okay, well, yeah, we can do this, or this with it.
It'll be easier once you have a purpose and you go with all that in mind, because then you know, I'm looking for this piece. It's not, oh, this piece is pretty, maybe I should get it.
Yeah.
Change your mindset.
I think that's a great idea. So hopefully we've inspired you to get organized and become more efficient, and we've helped you do all of this on a budget. So what do you think you spent on all this? Maybe like $6?
Yeah,
$10?
I think actually everything $10 I spent.
So
there's like sets of 3 here too. And they were $1 for 3.
So $1 for 3.
Yeah.
So really, keeping things on a budget. Hopefully, we helped you become a little more organized and a little more efficient. You can always find Kristin's articles on golocalproud.com, and of course, she's here with us often on the live portion. So thank you so much,
Thanks,
Kristin.
Molly. Thank you.
We're going to just get things cleaned up here and then switch over to our next guest. So please hang tight here on Golocal Live.